stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Green Bay Packers. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And, Charles, you look at this defense. They were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They'll run on first down. It's McDonald. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
On second down, it's McDonald. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
So the big play nullified, illegal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
So the illegal forward pass also cost him a down, and now it's second and long. Here's Lance. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great effort there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. Taken at the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown. Well, there you go. They gave up a score to start the game, and as quick as they could get it back, they did on the return.
And people talk about this all the time, whether you're coaching it, whether you're trying to work on it, whether you're just trying to put in the minds of your players. Attack back as fast as you can after giving up a score. No quicker way than on a kick return.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Second down and 4. Play action. Now it's Lance. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, I want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
Andy, do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
In motion right, Dobbs. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. The Packers at 12-4 now on the year. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
Richardson out of the shotgun. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
10 cycles.
On second down now, it's McDonald. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. From the gun, it's Lance. His throw incomplete. You look at this Packers defense. They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. A first carry now. This is Williams. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Well, this defense for the Packers, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Quay Walker. And the Packers will take over here just shy of the 30.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. Well, first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
On first down, Richardson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Up the middle they go. Crocker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Through one corner, 14-7 our score. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Now Richardson back to throw it. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't pull it in.
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
Okay, ready? An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now they'll bring 4 receivers into the fold here. It's 3rd and long. Now Richardson. Throwing left side, and Watson has it. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit, because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Here we go. Here we go.
And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on 3rd.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
On the go.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. From the shotgun, Richardson. He finds his man, complete. That's man. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 70th catch for him on the year. Like so many others, this goes for a 1st down. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
2nd and 5. Now a handoff up the middle. Valentine. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Panther Street. Panther Street. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Ready.
Off play action. Richardson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have the Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the 1st half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Ready.
1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
Okay, break.
Here's 2nd and 10. Richardson steps away to his left, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing.